Let's talk about Regular Show. Regular Show first premiered in August of 2009 as part of Cartoon Network's new block of animated shows, targeted towards children along shows like Adventure Time and The Amazing World of Gumball. Following the failure of Cartoon Network's attempt at live-action TV with Destroy Build Destroy, Dude What Would Happen and Brain Rush, Cartoon Network moved back into what they did best: make cartoons. Regular Show, alongside the other shows mentioned on Cartoon Network's newly animated block, would air new episodes weekly and quickly gained a following from children and young adults alike. The show had simple humor on the surface, with strong characters and the occasional innuendo for the older viewer, all thrown into crazy situations every single episode. Before I go on, I'm going to just give a quick rundown of the main characters and setting. Just to be clear, I'm only talking about the first 3 seasons, so you can still be able to pick up and watch the show as if it's new for the rest of the seasons, should that interest you. If you're already familiar, I have a timestamp on the screen to skip to. See you there. Mordecai and Rigby are two 20-somethings who work as general groundskeepers at a park. They usually mow the lawn or rake the leaves. I'm just shitting you. They never do their work.
Oh, man. Dude, let's play it.
They're generally lazy, but they're really good-hearted, and are the main characters of the show. Alongside them comes a strong and well-rounded supporting cast that includes Skips, who's a handy guy everyone goes to when they need help; Pops, the son of the park's owner, who's a kind but bit airheaded fella; Muscle Man and High Five Ghost, who are groundskeepers as well; and finally, Benson, a gumball machine and the manager of the park. It should be mentioned that even though none of the main characters are actually human, the show treats them more like human beings than animals. Often in popular media, the 20s are hardly explored with few successful shows. I guess according to movies and TV, you're either an adolescent, going to high school, or you're in your 30s with children. The show has fans of all ages, and the video game playing slackers that Mordecai and Rigby are make the guys funny to kids and sometimes embarrassingly relatable as an adult. With that out of the way, Regular Show follows a loose, linear timeline. The character development isn't too abrupt if you miss a few episodes, but it still keeps moving forward. You can also see extras in episodes become main characters in other episodes, or generally the same people being seen around the world. For example, in the episode High Score, a lot of the extras in the back of the GBF scene were people Mordecai and Rigby had already encountered earlier in the episode. The show reusing assets in ways like this comes across more as creative than lazy, because it really gives you a sense of the world that Regular Show offers, with even the occasional Easter egg the animators sneak in here and there. First airing in August of 2009, the show was placed well into the wasteland that is the world after the 2008 market crash. None of the bankers involved ever saw the inside of a jail cell, and as a result, the flimsy regulations that were propped up have slowly been dismantled since. Why am I talking about this? Because that's why the show works so well. We saw imperfection around us and things failing that shouldn't have. Following the market crash, a lot of careers that once existed disappeared, and what they left behind were a bunch of young adults with debt and a struggling job market that got more shaky by the day. Mordecai and Rigby are just shithead millennials stuck in dead-end jobs. To put it simply, when the world was falling apart around us, it was nice to see imperfect characters that remind us of ourselves, find a way to be happy, and have meaningful, strong relationships. In Rage Against the TV, Mordecai and Rigby are trying to beat the hammer, and when their TV breaks, they have to find a new one to try and finish the game. Long story short, the guys do get their TV, but when it doesn't look like it works, the guys are losing hope.
Let us try, bro.
That is until Muscle Man and the rest of the guys go around and look for what Mordecai and Rigby need to fix the TV. When things go south, the guys work together to kick the hammer's ass.
Yeah, we did it!
Hey guys, there was a blackout at my place, so I figured that...
Speaking of Muscle Man, the Trucker Hall of Fame episode is so big to the friendship between Muscle Man, Mordecai, and Rigby. The guys help Muscle Man release his dad's hat ashes at the top of a mountain in the Trucker Hall of Fame. Muscle Man vents to the guys, and the moments they share are heartwarming outright. After this episode, it becomes very noticeable that Mordecai and Rigby's relationship with Muscle Man greatly improved from there on out. These show just a few of the many examples of how the characters in the show bond through the insane experiences that the show entails. They all care about each other and always find ways to resolve resolve their conflicts. They have dark humor as well as warm banter, and the mix of their personalities makes for some incredible, well-layered episodes.
I had a great time, dudes. This was the best road trip ever. We'll probably just be jerks to each other again tomorrow. But I really see you guys as good friends. Pranks and insults are just how my old man taught me to show it. Oh man, I sound like such a wiener. I'm glad you guys aren't awake to hear this. Or this.
Dude, hustle, man.
Characters like Mordecai and Rigby are often showing themselves to be selfish, slacking, and trying to be respected more, something that everyone can find themselves relating to, even if it's embarrassing. And it tends to make a lot of the struggles in the show a lot more relatable. Seeing characters that we know aren't perfect still be happy and have fun no matter the circumstance just makes you feel warm as a viewer. Regular show sends a clear message. You can be imperfect and still have meaningful relationships. All the characters form their own unique bonds among one another. They can mess up, but at the end of the day, when you mean well, you do well if you try well enough. No matter who you are, sometimes you're going to fall short of your own expectations, and you might live a lot of your life feeling like you're a disappointment. From the 18-year-old student who didn't get to go to their dream school, to the 10-year-old kid who will never get a chance to discover how good they were supposed to be at baseball because their school didn't have budget for a team. Sometimes life gives you a bad hand and all you can do is make the most of it and be happy. For those who watched until the end, I want to thank you for your time. I hope to try and make more videos like this in the future, and I hope you can tune into my next video. Thank you for your time.